Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
All right. So I
Yes.
just heard some discussion was going on regarding NABOSH in India. See, I just share my views on that. I hope David is available here. David.
Sir, I'm available, sir.
All right, all right, all right. See, actually, in India we have Factories Act, and this is not covered in NABOSH. So, likewise, not only in India, in many countries like US or Canada or European countries, wherever they follow their own standard, like Australia, you have to go and do their exam. Then you will get the approval for health and safety. Same in India also for government companies and those private companies who work under the government, for example. Yeah. But I have worked with NABOSH only. I don't have ADIS. I don't have this thing, the local RLI or Regional Labor Institute or Central Labor Institute training from there in health and safety. I don't have it. I only have NABOSH. But with experience, you can say I got the job. I worked with Indian Oil, but I cannot join Indian Oil because I don't have these two things. They were saying any one of this is required to just do ADIS. I have been receiving suggestions for doing ADIS from very long time. You should do it. You should do it. You can get a government job and all. But I have not done that. I am not doing it now because of some regular. It is a regular course, so I'm not doing it. But this is what it is. Similarly, it's in every country. But what I can say after NABOSH, you can able to do these courses very easily. Unfortunately, in India, you have to be a graduate for ADIS. But in other countries, like in Canada, for example, or some other European countries, for example, any other Australian, or there is no such specific requirement. Though I don't know very well, but if you do NABOSH or any what is mentioned is even in Factory Act also it is mentioned. You do like these courses or other similar courses, which is your diploma or this thing. IGC is also acceptable in some organizations. In multinational companies, it is acceptable. MNCs, yeah, not government-based companies. They prefer ADIS only. You have to go for this exam. You can easily clear, but unfortunately, you don't have graduation, so you cannot sit for that. Those who have graduation can sit for that and can easily clear that also. Only they need to focus on the Factory Act element. Go through some rules and all. Rest, it's all fine about health and safety. So this is what it is. But in Middle East, they don't have their own standards for health and safety, so they follow the international. That is why NABOSH and all is preferred there. You can say as the only available requirement. If it is there, you can get the job. This is what it
You know,
is. Got the
in
idea
in
now?
Yes, sir.
in,
Yes, sir.
in Saudi Arab,
Yes, Mr. Amir, please repeat.
In Saudi Arab, I mean, for Aramco, I'm just selling Aramco. You
Hmm.
don't have any means degree, means a specific degree for this one,
Yes.
but for HSE, but you have either NIBOSH, OSHA, or NSE with
Hmm.
certificate of 30 hours training.
Hmm.
So you will become the safety officer, even supervisor
Yes.
also.
Even nowadays, because of the increasing competition, in Middle East countries also they are preferring graduation, but they prefer graduation. वो बात अलग है, you can get a job, but they prefer if there is a graduation, but much better because they know there are graduates also available with NABOSH. So nowadays it has become a requirement. You can say in many companies in Middle East also, but not mandatory. But yes, it is there, like in Qatar, petroleum, in oil and gas sector especially.
Sir, there is a one term inside also, the equivalent. If you don't have such kind of means basic qualification, equivalent will be carried in certain extent.
Yes,
Small
yes,
job, small certificate, they will consider
yes.
uh, whatever they
Either
need.
this or equivalent qualification. Yes, this is what is mentioned for even for health and safety also. So if you go through diploma, you can say it will be very good. But again, as I said, in India or in Australia, wherever they have their own standards, like in Japan, Germany, you have to go through a basic course of that country, and then you can get the approval. So this will be very easy for you after NABOSH. NABOSH covers most of it, you can say.
And
Rest
one
all
thing,
are
sir,
similar.
one thing also I want to add means the some NIBOSH degree they are
Mhm.
also accepted by certain countries also. Even they are not following. Like suppose you have the chartered member from IOS, right?
Yes.
They will accept as USA also. If you have the CSV from USA, they will give you the Canadian safety equivalent, means the certificate on the base of CSP.
Yes, certified safety professional.
Because they have the internal agreements. You have the CSP, okay, you will come and work here, we will issue. That is the treaty they have between. So many things are there. If they choose it, it's good initiative in the field of HSC. Very good.
Yeah, you know why this is there? Because these like CSP certification or chartered membership of IOS, you will not get this that easily. So those who have got it can really work anywhere in any field. I mean, sorry, for health and safety in any section in health and safety, like engineer or advisor or manager, whatever. In any company, they can easily perform their duties without much difficulties. Then only this is the meaning of a chartered member, you can say, or a CSP, because they will grind you once you'll go through these courses. Like I am a grad IOS right now. Even I'm associated with NAVOS since 2009, and with IOS you can say equally. I think before that also since 2007. But I am still a graduate member of IOS. I'm not the chartered member. Why? Because I'm not doing the proper workout which is required. So this is what it
Yes.
is. If you carry out the particular workout, you will become really a professional in health and safety. A lot of workout is required, which I'm not doing. You know, I only deliver trainings, audits, and I relax. But there is a lot of things extra which are required to be feed in the site, and then there will be an interview, and then I can get it, become a chartered member. I'm not doing. My juniors have become chartered member. You getting my point?
Yes.
But those who have done their NABOSH IGC, for example, after me, those who have done diploma after me, have become a chartered professional. I am still a graduate professional. I mean, a member. That's because a lot of work is required to become a chartered member, which I'm not doing. Whether those people have done that, they have proved themselves, so they have got the chartered membership. So something like this is required. And after diploma, yes, you can become a graduate engineer. I mean, sorry, graduate member, and then you should work on for chartered membership. Within 1, 2, or 3 years, depending on the work you are doing, you can get a chartered professionalism from chartered member from IOS. This certification. So this is what it is. It's easy to get, but you need to work out for that. You can't get it while sitting and just reading some books. More is required.
But
Yeah.
now in these days, sir, the Indian HSC education also has been accepted by the Western countries.
Yes,
Uh,
they are accepting, but again, it's because of the legal knowledge. You have to go through the courses from the particular country, and it is good because there again, see, how will you motivate the management without insufficient knowledge of laws? You know, at least sufficient
in
knowledge should be there.
India, you will do ADIS from two institute. You will get the direct ADI grade IOS membership. No need to do anything. You finish that ADIS with second division.
Yes, you can get it from. I think if you have gone through some masters in health and safety, MSc or MSc is
No, no,
there,
no,
na?
no. ADIS. Once you finish ADIS, they will give you. But in India, there is only two institutes. One is Niti Mumbai, another is VNM Mumbai.
Okay,
Hmm.
chaliye,
And the
that's
one
good.
thing, ASC also, if you have any vocational training from the state government in HSC, diploma, master, or bachelor degree, you no need to worry about the AST. You can write direct paper. See,
Mhm. Yeah, just
these are
hold
the
on. एक मिनट आमिर जी, क्या हो गया नायरा? क्यों? नहीं नहीं, जाओ जाके ना, ये लेके जाओ. यार होल्ड ऑन प्लीज यार, ये थोड़ा माय डॉटर इज अननेसेसरी बीइंग रेस्टलेस. ये लेके जाओ ना, ये लेके जाओ, दे दो, ये लो. ऑलराइट. सो वही है यार, थोड़ा सा आपको देखना होगा कहाँ जॉब कर रहे हैं, वहाँ की रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है. एंड इफ यू कैन परफॉर्म वेल इन द इंटरव्यू, जॉब इज डन. बट अगेन परफॉर्मेंस से पहले CV सिलेक्शन होना जरूरी है. So for that, more certification is required. So David, if you can go through ISO certification and all, it will be very beneficial. Yeah. Don't just wait for NABOSH. After NABOSH, immediately, or if possible before that, whatever. If that's your choice. Going through these courses will also improve your chances of passing NABOSH, and obviously job opportunities also. You can do before, but you do it after, no problem. you should go through these courses without any doubt. I mean, you have to go through it. Don't ask
Yes.
with anyone else that whether I should go or not. Just go for it.
Okay.
Where from, that is your choice. You are in Chennai, so all the options are available in Chennai.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just go for all these. Don't just relax after NABOSH.
Sure. Sure.
Keep doing NABOSH. I mean, ISO 45001 is the health and safety one. Then you should also go with ISO in environment 14001. Quality course is there 9001. These will help you a lot in
Okay.
getting the job opportunities. Also go through the safety in machinery if it is available. I'm not sure whether it will be available or not. You have to find out on Google.
Okay, sir.
But these certifications are very necessary for you.
Okay.
Yeah, because competition is too much. So you have to understand this fact.
Exactly, sir.
See, even like right now, you are not the only one. In this session only, we have 16 candidates doing NABOSH.
Yes.
So obviously, you are not the only one sitting there for interview. These people will also join.
Yes.
And anybody is having a graduation will be preferred over you.
Correct.
Now, until and unless they fail to perform in interview, they will not going to give you preference.
Exactly.
Yeah. So market will be challenging.
Yeah.
No, so this is the thing. So don't just relax after this thing. NABOSH.
Sure.
Keep working, keep doing things. You have to
Yes.
cover up your graduation part.
Yes. Sir.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's start now.
Yes.
Or I should
Yes.
say, let us finish this element now. We are on the last topic. Very important topic for your understanding and exam point of view. Let's start with the third section of health and safety policy, which is the arrangement section. As I already informed you, let me check. I think I have started the recording. Just let me. Yes, it's on. All right. So this section, guys, what is the purpose of arrangement section? Very small. This section deals with the practical arrangements in meeting what is stated in the statement of intent. Okay, so whatever those commitments that you have given in the statement of intent, they will take care of health and safety, we will eliminate hazard, we will provide PP, whatever. Fulfill all the legal requirements and all that. How you gonna do it? Yeah, what rules and procedures you have to achieve that? So it's the biggest section, divided into two parts normally, general and specific. So let us see what is the general section. Now a question may come here, may come in the exam. The content of health and safety arrangement section. Okay, available in your book also. Mark it or write it somewhere. This is very important from here. The purpose of all the three section is very important. I hope you know the purpose of a statement of intent. Demonstrate management commitment and shows the aims and objective. The purpose of organization section to demonstrate the roles and responsibilities. And the arrangement section deals with the practical arrangements and how to in meeting all the requirements of a statement of intent. Now, what is the content of general? You can say like general content of arrangement section. Employee health and safety code of practice will be there. Action and investigation and reporting procedures. Identifying and providing health and safety information, instruction and training related issues. So all your training metrics and everything goes into this. Consultation with workers in issues concerning health and safety. So how do you do consultation, like with the formation of safety committee or toolbox meetings or any internal trainings? Yeah, or like risk assessment meetings, whatever, job safety plan meetings. Emergency preparedness including fire procedures, so there should be emergency plan also as part of this. Welfare and first aid provisions in the company. Monitoring of plant and equipment means inspection and all. Maintenance strategies, schedules of maintenance, who will carry out, when will carry out the maintenance. Risk assessments of all the activities, equipments and everything. It's a very big section. Then developing safe system of work, permit to work system, isolation system, Lotto procedure, Lotto we call it, lockout, tagout. It's like isolation procedure basically. Effective lines of communication, how do we develop the line of communication, who will communicate what to whom, everything. Implementing corrective and preventive actions for management of CAPA, CAPA for management of hazards, corrective action, preventive action. That is also part of arrangement section. Provision of PPE, their storage space, trainings to use them, maintain them, check them. Ensure effectiveness of arrangements by periodic assessments with different techniques and strategies. So again, you see, you require effective arrangements to check the effectiveness of your system also. Basically, the inspection and audit. So everything goes into the arrangement section. Okay. So this is what it is. Now, before we continue, I would just like to go back to show you or to ask you something from the elements. Do you remember these key elements based on PDCA cycle? This was the structure, right? Guys, remember this? I just want someone to talk, Mr. Amir. Mr.
Yes,
Amir, if you
sir.
can. Yes, all
Yes.
right. So please communicate, talk, huh? तो आप ये याद है ना? Remember, these are the elements of management system. If you relate the policy to this, the first section of policy is here, statement of intent. Okay.
Yes.
Then organizing is the second part, the second section of the policy.
Yes.
And then from planning and implementation to evaluation to action for improvement, audit and continual improvement, everything goes into arrangement section. Got it now?
Mhm.
Yeah, this is how it is. So that's how, following the PDCA cycle, you have this policy. So basically, plan is the statement of intent. Though it keeps on, I mean, like happening again and again and again. From again the planning and implementation, the PDCA cycle comes in. But if you just want to do it, plan goes into the policy and organizing part. Then from do, check, act, everything is in the third section of policy. Got the idea?
Implementation.
Yes, everything from here. Again, planning and implementing and evaluating. So here we are planning what we have expected here. Yeah. So this is how it is. So it's the biggest section. Got the point? Arrangement section is very big. In companies like Reliance, for example, in India, it is into various fields. They manufacture arms also, mobiles also. I think they are not into vehicles, but other than vehicles, they are almost everywhere. Tata or many other, Samsung, many other companies are there. So they must be having a library with their procedures, you can say. Got it? So it is such a big section. For a particular project, you can say it is covered in a plan only. But there are many things which includes your formats of inspection, when to do, how to do, who will do, everything. Everything you should say it will be in the, from, we say, in short, we say, from design to dump. Everything in the organization shall be documented, and those documents are part of the arrangement section. Got it? Guys,
Yes, sir.
yeah? It is a biggest section, keeps on changing, which means reviewing. What we change frequently, the risk assessment. After any incident, you need to review the risk assessment. So you are reviewing the arrangement section, but in short, we say you are reviewing the policy because it's part of policy. Yeah. So it is like that. Got the understanding? Now comes the specific requirement of arrangement section. For example, specific content. If your organization is dealing with these issues, there should be separate procedures. For example, lone working or working at height above 2 meters, not below 2 meters normally. This is a normal understanding, though there is no height specified nowadays in the law. It is removed. Initially it was 2 meters, then 1.8, and now it is removed. Any height. But procedures are required when you are working on very high level, which is beyond 2 meters. Less than 2 meters, no procedure is required basically. Separate procedure is not required. Then noise and vibration. If you have noisy equipments or noisy atmosphere like steam ejection, very noisy, or using some kind of plant or machinery like excavators, drilling and all that, then yes, that's a noisy thing. So you need to have procedures to deal with that. Contractors and visitors, if you are hiring contractors or expecting visitors, you need to have separate procedures on how to manage them, what trainings are required by them or for them. Yeah, what rules are there for them, disciplinary actions for them, everything. Workplace transport, how will you manage your workplace specific transport? Any hazardous substances if you are handling, whether it is oil product, petrochemical or chemicals, cleaning chemicals, whatever, painting. How do you manage them with minimum risk? Fire procedures are required specifically for every organization. Any machine operations. So for these things, if you are doing in the organization, you require specific procedures to be designed and part of arrangement section. Got the point, guys?
Yes, sir.
And then yes, housekeeping procedures also. They should also be separate. So this is what we can say is the arrangement section. Okay, it's the biggest section. Content of arrangement section is very important for exam. Purpose for all the sections are important. All the three sections is very important for you to remember. Okay. Is it clear? Now next
Yes,
comes
sir.
the last topic of today, review of health and safety management system. When and why the organization should review its system. So
This is
when,
the fourth part of the policy, right?
no, this is arrangement section only.
This is on arrangement section only.
Yes, in arrangement only you should specify how and when you are going to review. Yeah, who is going to review? Normally top management. And how and when. So that's what this all goes. Arrangement section के बाद नहीं हो. There is no fourth part. Everything is in arrangement section only then. After your policy and organizing, it's all arrangement section. Basically, the statement of intent and role and responsibilities. After that, everything is arrangement. Whatever you do, it's arrangement section. Yeah.
Mm.
When to do it? Annually, as part of formal review cycle. We should review our system. It is a legal requirement. You have to review all the documents on annual basis. Other than that, now that doesn't mean you keep on waiting for 1 year or 12 months to be completed. In case of any change in the health and safety responsible person or competent person, whenever the new person will come, he should review the system, which is what is another thing not happening. For example, tomorrow Mr. David will join Qatar airline, whatever, Qatar Airways, I think. Yeah. He should review the health and safety management system as soon as he will be recruited there. But see, review doesn't mean to change them. Change is required if necessary. Otherwise, review, no? You must review. Carry out a drill. Talk to the people. Find out what's going on there. Getting the point? Whether the existing system is good enough or not. You should check that. Then, changes in the organization affecting health and safety responsibilities. Any change happen in the company that can affect the responsibilities, we need to review the system. Change in workplace arrangements or facilities or introduction of new process or technology. Any change in the arrangements happen or facilities or technology or any process system or something, you need to review the system obviously because new hazards or risks may come with that. Then introduction of new legislation, any change in the law, you need to review the system. Prosecution or issuing an enforcement notice. Now what do you mean by prosecution or issuing an enforcement notice? A legal action. So legal action can only be taken if you have done something illegal. Yeah. So something illegal or something against the law is happening in the organization. It means you really need to review the system. Why it is happening? Analyze that. So without review, you cannot analyze. And then again, how to control that? You need to review to make necessary changes. So it's very obvious that these are the reasons for reviewing the management system. Not only the management system, anything. Okay. You will keep seeing the review, for example, review of risk assessment. It will come in element 3. Review of any other system like your safe system of work. Yeah, review of policy. All these will keep coming. These are the only reasons for review. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Guys? So now we are done with our topic. In summary, what we have gone through in this element, we started with the key elements of management system. There are 7 elements as per ILO. Based on that, ISO has designed their standards following the ILO requirements, and they have designed their elements which looks 10 but are actually 7 because top 3 are very basic and common. Yeah. And then we have gone through the policy part. Policy is divided into 3 sections following the same PDCA cycle and the management system, where comes the first section, which is about statement of intent. It demonstrates the management commitment and the aims and objective of the organization in fulfilling the health and safety requirement. Then the organizing part comes, which shows you the roles and responsibilities of every person in the organization. And then comes the arrangement section, which covers up everything else that we do, detailed, yeah, of practical arrangements which are required in fulfilling the aims and objectives that you have mentioned in the statement of intent and your commitment there. Got it?
Sir, in general, what was there? In general, means the arrangement section, general part. I cannot recall.
Okay. You want me to show the slide?
Yes.
All right. Here you can see employee health and safety code of practice, like role and responsibility, do's and don'ts, accident investigation and reporting procedure, emergency procedure, training procedures, yeah, inspection procedures, checklists and everything, audit procedures, audit checklist for example and everything, emergency welfare and first aid provision, competency criteria of employees will also go into arrangement section, safety
Means
committee
the
meetings.
audience should be, for this general arrangement, the audience should be the management, the middle level management. He will
all
take care of the
all
all things.
Why only middle level?
Employee health and safety code. Yeah, we can say that all management means audience
Yeah,
for a specific all management. The managerial things they can do it like code of practice, welfare arrangement, the risk matrix according to the trainings, what and what are the requirements of the client, what training would be like
yes,
that.
everyone is involved. Normally we as the health and safety person, or you can say you are as the health and safety, right? You are into this now.
Hmm.
So what you have to do is basically is implement these, or ask the people to support, do all this in your organization. So this is something that we are actually doing, whereas the statement of intent organizing is not in your control. They are normally controlled by board of directors and super seniors, what to say, top management. But this thing also is designed by them, comes on our head then to review and implement, or keep on implementing until there is a change that is required. Then we suggest if any review is required, and then it will be done from top. Yeah.
Yes.
Like if suppose you find out some issues with your investigation and reporting procedure, you will see people are not reporting. What are the reasons? Check your reporting procedures. If you see that for example, the format is too long, too big, people don't report because the paperwork is too much. So you can recommend that to the organization through a safety committee meeting, or through mail to your manager, and ask for a meeting on reviewing or making changes, making them more effective and comfortable, user friendly for everyone. Your reporting procedure, like is can we report through mobile phones? Can we develop a software where we can immediately report everything in whatever
What's
language?
the
Sorry.
the WhatsApp group they are using means every supervisor they are make their own group means how many safety officer they are supervising they are making one official group and like that they are following means the
So whatever,
reporting
yes, whatever you think is practically possible, reasonable, and achievable in your area, you should do it. Yeah, you can make changes. So that is what. That's why I said that arrangement section is something that we normally focus upon. The statement of intent and those will come from top, but you are not limited to that. If you see that your statement of intent is not suitable, yeah, the commitment is not given properly up, you can even recommend for that also, you know to your top management. Sir, we really need to change this. The commitment is not good here. We are not talking about fulfilling the legal requirement or something like that. Yeah. So you can basically look everywhere. If you think the responsibilities are not properly mentioned or wrongly mentioned, you can suggest that. But yes, support your all the suggestions with some reference point, legal or national, or these kind of name NABOSH course and all these kind of requirements, whichever is acceptable in your company. So show them that this is because of that I am saying this. So apply that, like that. Got it?
yes
So this is also, yes, arrangement section. Just have a look the general content. Developing safe system of work, permit to work system. You might have see, like for example, Mr. Amir,
Mhm.
that permit to work system is very common in especially in oil and gas, right?
Yes.
But the fact is every company has their own permit to work system. There is a system in
uh,
Aramco. Similarly, there is a system in Indian Oil also. There is a
yeah,
system in British Petroleum also. There is a system in some Occidental also. Yeah, but their
yes
permit documents are different.
yes
So every company has to have a permit to work system. Now it depends on their environment or atmosphere, whichever is suitable for them. But if you
Yes.
see, it from, if you overview the permit system, it's very much similar. Like if you know the system of Aramco, you can work or you can understand the system of PDO in Oman or British Petroleum or any company, you name them. You can understand the system very easily if you understand the permit to work system of Aramco. There might be minor changes, like who will be responsible for something, or the format related changes may be there, but very easy for you to understand. So that's why we say it should be specific to the organization. Yeah, overview is almost similar. So that's what. Developing lines of communication. How do we communicate? What systems do we have to communicate with the workforce? See, top to bottom communication is normally available in every company. It's very easy, but bottom to top is challenging.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes,
So
sir.
for that, nowadays, what companies are doing? Many companies, good companies, are coming up with a software of their own application. Application,
Mm.
mobile app. And then in that
Yes.
mobile app, you can report everything, whatever you feel like. There will be a section of reporting. So, and it comes, in a very proper way. Like you want to report, go to that reporting. We call it a complaint thing or information, whatever way it is given there. So it can be information box or complaint box or general reporting. Then there will be sections: engineering, health and safety, quality, anything else, whatever you want to report to. So select that option and inform what you want to say, right? And it is an app. Everybody can have access to that particular section. So like for example, you are writing it something from here, and Mr. Amir from Saudi Arabia, if he want, he can open the app and he will say, what are the reports today by the people? Anything related to health and safety. He will only be accessible, I mean for him, only the HSE option will be accessible. Or maybe all, but he's interested only in HSE. So he will check in anything in HSE which he can take care of. He will do that. If not, he can escalate it to the, or he can ask others, sir, can you please work on this? No need to write a separate mail and direct it to a particular person and things like that. You just post it generally. The right person will automatically pick up and will work on it and will resolve the issue. So such options are given by many organizations nowadays. It is coming up. It is happening. Getting
Mhm.
the point?
Yal.
Yes.
So to maintain bottom to top communication. Otherwise, previously what used to happen is we prefer the top management to visit the site to understand the ground condition. But whenever there is a visit, the ground conditions will be completely changed before
Yes,
the
sir.
visit and during the visit. After the visit, again we are back to the same criteria, same standard, poor health and safety culture. But during the visit, you can say everything will be very safe, good food, cleanliness, everyone following responsibilities properly, PPE, VP everywhere, You will see all that before and during the visit. So the management, what they think? Oh, everything is fantastic here. No need to work out. Yeah. No need to change
Yes.
anything. People are happy. They don't know that it is only for your visit. Once you go back, everything will be again back on track. So that's why management also realized, but unfortunately they don't have
Tura
proof
mara
to,
yala nila digge.
that's why they are coming up with such
Yala digge
options
da.
where every worker can
Tura mara
communicate to
yala
them.
nila yal.
So this is what it is. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So that's what, guys. And then review. Review is very important for exam. They can ask you direct question why it is to be reviewed. So write the answer accordingly. Any questions now from the element 1 and element 2, guys?
Digge.
Okay. So
Digge
no
digge
question.
digge. Oh, tersen koi
All
tura
right. So
mara dak
quick
de.
question from my side.
Tura mara dak de.
Why might the health and safety policy of two organizations both undertaking similar work like Aramco and PDO? Okay, forget. Most of you don't know PDO, I think. Let's say IOCL. All right, Indian Oil. So why might the health and safety policy of two organizations both undertaking similar work, both are into oil exploration, production, and all that, be different? So here you can see the answer. The health and safety policy of two organizations might be different because the policy is a reflection of particular circumstances of each organization. One is in Saudi Arab, the other one is in India. Different countries, different requirements. So any variation in size, nature, and operation, etc., will mean that the policy will be different. Yeah. Another case. It may also be the case that senior managers have a very different vision for the health and safety performance of their organization. For example, it is very well understood that the vision of health and safety of Aramco is much more better than anyone else, not only IOCL, I will say any other company, right? If you don't agree, you can check statistics of Aramco, compare with other similar organizations. They are one of the top, you can
Agree,
say,
but
may not be, sorry.
I'm agree. Yeah, I'm agree with it.
Yes, they may not be on number one ranking, but maybe in top 5 or 10, you can say at least.
No, last 2018, it was the number one company in the world who's making more profit. Even Google and Apple was below.
No, no, no. Health and safety wise, health and safety. Forget the financial. Health and safety wise, also, I will say, talking about procedures and everything, Aramco will be in one of the topmost companies. Yeah, it has a known, well known. Its system is well known. They are already famous. You can say for their health and safety also. Aramco, and there is one more in Saudi Arabia, if you know, Al Marai.
No, Almara is a small company.
Yeah,
Very
small, but talking about health and safety in food section, no, they are also one of the top. You can say
yes, because
not
Almara
not
is the
production. I am not talking about production. But that depends on
Almara.
the sales and everything.
Yeah.
And sir, what about Albaq?
Yeah, maybe in sales they are below Amul because Amul has more customers. Yeah, but if
Because
you talk about
it's covering India. That's why
yes,
1.4
if
billion
if
people. 1
if Almarai
billion.
comes to India, I am telling you, there the size of the industry will become small. You know,
Yes.
because of the market demand. So that sales target is something else. But talk about health and safety and quality. No, I am telling you, Almarai is also one of the best company. Then your Aramco in Saudi Arabia is one of the best company. And then there are other different organizations. Yeah.
Sir, I want to ask one thing. Suppose you mention both companies have the different policies. Suppose both companies, one company Halliburton working for Aramco, another is from China, Sinopec is working for Aramco. So that time their policy should be same if the project would be the same.
Now you see, the statement of intent can be similar. Yeah.
Yes.
The
Intent,
organizing part may not be similar. Yes.
organizing part,
The
role of
rules and responsibility. For example, I'll tell you, I'll try to make explain you the difference kya hota hai normally, what happens. Like for example, you're talking about Halliburton. Halliburton might be having a separate safety department controlled directly from America. Halliburton is an American company, yeah, right?
Mm.
है ना? So maybe it's controlled by America, entirely separated. Whereas in China, maybe I don't know, but maybe in your company, the example, the second company, maybe the health and safety department comes under your whoever is the manager in Saudi Arab, regional head of Saudi Arab. I mean Middle East. Now there will be regional head of Middle East area. Yeah,
Mm.
or QHSE. So both together, quality and safety person. Then there can be further requirements. So this section may differ.
I think would be same, right?
Huh?
Arrangements section would be same.
So yeah, first we are on the organizing. Now we'll come on the arrangement section.
Yes.
Now what happens is in the arrangement section, because they are working in Saudi Arabia under Aramco, they have to follow the Aramco standards.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So that will make the arrangement section similar.
Mm.
Once they are out of the Aramco, because they have to follow Aramco permit, Aramco procedure, whatever Aramco demands, they have to follow.
Yes, because the
Yeah.
same permit means the issuer will issue the same permit
Yes.
for companies. Means one comes for the welding procedure, okay. Another is also coming for welding procedure. One
Yes.
issuer will issue same permit for both of them.
Because
But
see,
that
because
division.
whether they, yeah, why? Because yes, they are different companies, but now they are working under client.
Mhm.
So they are contractors. So when they are working under a client, they have to follow the client procedures. Unless
Exactly.
the client do not have a procedure and they agree that whatever your procedure, we agree to them. This also happen, for example, in scaffolding case. Many जो client होते हैं, like for example, Aramco is not perfect in scaffolding. For example, I don't know about Aramco. I know they are good in oil and gas, but not into scaffoldings. I don't know.
Yeah, we have
huh?
consulting department, CSD.
है ना? So what normally Aramco type companies or big companies, what they do is they hire a competent contractor for scaffolding, and all the responsibilities of scaffolding goes to them.
Yes, exactly.
So that's how they do if they don't have their system. Otherwise, they prefer to follow their systems. So right now, your Halliburton as well as the another company, both actually are part of Aramco. So they are actually Aramco. Because being a contractor, their names are different. But they are Aramco only. They have to follow Aramco procedure, otherwise they will be kicked out.
Yes.
So it is like that. So if you are working under someone, then the procedure has to belong to the employer or client. But if separately, if you're talking about individually, they will be different. Got the idea now?
Yeah, it's okay, sir. Now I got it.
Yeah? This is what it is, guys. So two more questions is what are the key parts of health and safety policy? There are three key parts: a statement of intent, organizing and arrangement section, and then the targets might be included in the statement of intent. So targets we've already discussed: reduction in number of accidents by 30% in 3 months, something like that. Clear? So here we are done with the course. I hope you all are comfortable with the lecture, guys, of element
Sir,
1 and 2.
element 2, these all are in our book, right?
It is in book, na?
Summary, moral, financial, legal, element 2.
Element 2 is on policy and management system element.
Yes. Scope is there. Normative reference, normative.
So all right, guys, then let us close for today. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Good night, sir.
Very good night, guys. See you tomorrow by 8 o'clock.
Okay.
We'll start with
Good night.
element
Thank you,
3.
Mayank.
Good night,
Welcome.
Mayank.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, guys. Good night, all of you.
Thank you.
The meeting has ended. Thank you for joining. Goodbye.